It's bright light night. Ooh. I was gonna say, before I was distracted by my bright light, I've had the worst day today. I was trying to study, like get somewhere in my studies, and I ended up receiving a message, right, from the people who were marking, and they told me, they gave me advice to fix up my assignment. But the thing is, I don't think, if I access the feedback, I didn't scroll to make sure that the feedback is in sync with the last assignment. Because sometimes you have to scroll down to get the most recent feedback, but I just read the one on top. And it said, change the calendars, make sure they're weekly view, make sure they're color coded. And I didn't actually get to the point where the small tinkering that I had to fix up, and I'm not really sure what it is. I could have read the right thing, so I had to do like tinker with the agenda to make it right, because that's what I did. Or they gave me other feedback and I don't know what it was. So I tinkered with my agenda. I left out the monthly calendar and just handed in the weekly calendars. And then I fixed up the agenda so that the agenda is done on Outlook and not Word, which like totally changes the format style. Instead of having the agenda as some sort of pamphlet or flyer kind of form. So instead of having the invitation, it's in more like an email format with Outlook. And I just don't know if that's what needed to be fixed or whatever. So I handed it in because I was pissed off. I thought what I had read was the corrections, but then I read a second message because I chucked a SPAC on the website. I just said, I've been waiting months and months and months only to get feedback that repeats, and it's not even correct because I did submit in the weekly views and not the monthly views and stuff like that. So I was doing a rant, right? And so I thought I had read the right thing, a comment for the assignment I had handed in, but I hadn't scrolled, so I don't know. And I couldn't log in on the feedback right away because my computer was screwing up, so I had to shut it down. So I'm going to check it once again tomorrow, but I've already handed in the tinkered with the assignment that I was sort of mucking around with, like that I had sort of misconstrued as and in sync with the feedback I was given. And so I've already resubmitted, and it's going to take 2 weeks for them to get back to me. And I don't know if I'm in sync with the person marking or what, but I don't want to fail it again. So I'm really depressed because I'm not sure if I did anything right. Once again, this is like my 6th attempt, and I don't know how many attempts you get. But I've tried my best, and I don't know whether it's going to be right or wrong, but I feel like it could be 50-50, but I think I fixed up something quite important. But I'm just not 100% sure if what I submitted will be acceptable, so I'm going to have to wait 2 weeks to get the assignment and the markings back. So this is like Wednesday, so next Wednesday, the Wednesday after I should get it. And I have to wait and see, really, once again. I've been on this same assignment for like 3 months. And I still haven't gotten it right. It's really pathetic. It's supposed to be a certificate like 3. And I'm just like going, wow, this is like way over my head. I have no idea what's going on. And I'm really pissed off because the marking's 2 weeks, no matter how small it is. the marking's 2 weeks. And I just think that's way too slow, especially for firstly submitted where they have to read the whole body. Okay, but for the smaller things, the smaller corrections, I think 2 weeks is just too long to wait. You should get in like 2 days, because it's not like they have to pay attention to the whole thing. They just have to pay most attention to the smaller things. But it's not like that. You have to wait 2 weeks no matter what, no matter how big and small, unless you've got a very fast-paced lecturer, which isn't common. But I was so depressed because, number one, the feedback seemed repetitive, and then I was doubly depressed because I read the message after I had submitted my changed assignment. And they said, I didn't say to fix up the calendars to weekly view. You have to make sure you're reading the feedback for the assignment, because this is like the fourth assignment. So they're telling me like I should ensure that I read the correct feedback. And then I was already upset because I'd already resubmitted it. So it's just a generally upsetting day. I had this really whacked out dream and conspiracy about being an estrangement to my family and them not trusting me. So I think I just had a really stressed out day, even though I don't do anything. So, but that makes you doubly stressed out, because when you don't do anything, you get bored, and when you get bored, you get tired, and when you get tired, you get moody, and that stresses you out, that feeling of tiredness or lethargy or whatever. So, but anyways, I just had to deal with this issue, and I want to get this chapter done because I've been on it for 3 months, and I don't know how hard the rest of the things are gonna be, but I just think that's way too long. And it's because you have to wait 2 weeks for corrections, and you're just waiting. It's ridiculous. I hate waiting. But that's what it happens. I've only got 8 months to go or something.